It's no pressure.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
This is the first time in 25 years that I have Valentine's Day plans, and it's not even actual Valentine's Day because we are recording ahead of time.
We're recording this the week before.
So it's not really Valentine's Day for us, but that's showbiz.
This is Valentine's Day. I put up all these hearts, and
I know I'm
I
wearing
have some
hearts.
stuffed animals here.
You didn't tell me we were bringing stuffed animals. It's because
I had to do
Samantha's in a
this.
bath.
Yes, I'm in a bathroom. I would reveal the bathroom that is around me, but this is showbiz, like she said
It's
earlier.
showbiz.
It's a
I mean,
showbiz.
my tripod currently is the Harry Potter book series. So
Oh yeah,
you
my
know the
tripod is the box my ring light came in.
because we use ring lights now.
I'm not even using the ring light. I'm using the really bright lights from the bathroom.
I don't even know if the ring light's like lighting me up correctly at this point, but it
Who
doesn't
knows?
matter.
Your dad will tell you.
Oh my god. My dad has comments on the lighting.
Cheers to you, Mr. Mendez.
Cheers to my overly involved parents.
So here we are on Valentine's Day.
Here we are. It's boyfriend material, but I want you to tell me before we do the boyfriend material things, what are you actually doing today? Do you have plans? Is
On
Derek a
Valentine's Day?
Valentine Day? People who don't listen to this podcast and are just listening now today, Derek is Sam's boyfriend. That's slash husband. That's the glossary.
I say partner. We're very
Oh my
evolved.
god. I cállate. Okay.
Why can't I say
So
partner?
does he
It's funny to say it because
dude,
anything like legal,
so I had
I
a
say
roommate.
partner.
Okay. You remember my first crazy roommate, Morgan?
Hmm. Yes.
Well, she was dating her teacher who was teaching at
Nice.
my school. That was great. But yeah, great, right? But she would call him her lover.
See,
And
that's
I
weird.
hated
Partner
it.
is fine. I don't know why
That
you.
was so fucking weird. Like I would be having like minding my own business, drinking my coffee in the morning, watching 30 Rock, and she's like, I'm gonna go see my lover. And I'm like, what? What do you mean?
It sounds very
Anyway, yeah.
horny. Don't think about
Tell me
that. Think
about
about my
your
beautiful set.
they're cute. I love the unicorn.
All of these
Tell
mean
me
something.
about Derek's V-Day plans for you. Does he have V-Day plans?
No, we'll probably be moving around that time.
Again.
We're always moving, always on the move. I'm a vagabond, people. That's who I am. This is
He's a
my
vagabond with
this
a
is my true
podcast.
self. This is my true self. I never stay in one place. Can't stop me. I am a rolling stone. No grass, no moss.
My God. Great. Loves it. Well, I hope you're actually having a cute Valentine's Day.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I will probably forget that it's
Yeah.
Valentine's Day because I forget every year, mostly. And if I remember, I'll watch Dirty Dancing or some like 80s
Cheesy.
rom-com I haven't seen.
I have never really felt deeply about Valentine's Day because I've had
I
several
like the
relationships.
decor.
What?
I like the decor.
The decor?
Like, yeah, like I love like not now, but like Valentine's Day at Target. Dope.
Oh,
Everything's
yes.
pink. I want to buy all the things from the $3 section.
Yes, all the
Love
stationery
it.
is really cute.
Yeah, I love it. But also I love chocolate, so like
Mm.
sign me up for all the chocolate. It's great.
I just don't have any feelings about it. It's so meh of a holiday. Just
It's weird.
it's a lot of
I
pressure for no reason.
yeah. I also love that I don't really care about it
Mhm.
because I like every single year I will forget it's Valentine's Day, right? And then I'll log into like Twitter or Instagram and I can see 60% of my friends, the single ones, just like super upset. that they're single
I'm
and Valentine's Day.
single.
Like they're so upset. And I'm like, bitch, you were single like yesterday and you're gonna be single tomorrow. There's no difference with today. Literally none.
Everyone's posting their cute pictures today. Meh.
I
That's
also
what it is.
don't believe in posting the cute pictures the day of. If you keep track on like my Instagram and stuff, I'll post like a Mother's Day photo the day after Mother's Day.
Ah, cool. Don't they
So
celebrate Mother's Day at different days in other
yeah,
countries?
we do have a different date. But like I will never do it the day off because I don't want it to be like swamped with all your posts. I want mine to stand out.
Mm. That's awesome.
Strategic thinking.
Very smart.
Anyway,
She's thinking
okay,
ahead.
so we basically just told everybody that we're not gonna do shit today.
What? No. It's Valentine's Day. It's awesome. We're here. We're doing boyfriend material. Follow us at what?
We should have faked this. We should have said we love Valentine's Day and that we have plans because it would have been more on brand for us.
No, we should be honest about who we are. The people who listen to this want to know the truth, and we're here to give it to them. That's what this is about. This is an honesty podcast. We're only upfront. No one has to be, and it's not a sad thing. Valentine's Day is a day like any other day. If you're with someone that you love, they'll cherish you every day.
Isn't it like a Wednesday? Like
it's a Sunday. Random. It's a Sunday this year. I only know because I'm planning when these are going to drop. You want to know what I'll be doing on Valentine's Day? I'll be dropping this podcast.
No, you're gonna be doing that
about it. What?
You're gonna me too. But you're gonna be doing that the day before.
Yeah, but it'll feel like it's part of the day because it's the Saturday before, It's Valentine's Day. We'll be doing the pot. We'll be filming that day too. It's a busy week, guys.
Yeah, it really is. I'm excited because like I don't have anything to do. I mean, I do, but like nothing is with other people.
It's all
and doing this podcast. It's like I get to hang out with my best friend Sam.
That's me.
And this week we're hanging out twice.
Yeah, we're doing We're doing a lot of recordings. You want to tell them what we're here to talk about today for Valentine's Day?
Oh, today we're talking about one of our favorite movies, Crazy Stupid Love.
Yes.
I love this movie.
This is one of the best rom-coms of all time.
Absolutely. Like I will fight anyone that disagrees. I want to tell you something about this movie before it was written by Dan Fogelman.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel some type of way about Dan Fogelman. Because listen, he either writes the most brilliant things like Tangled, Cars.
Oh, that's great too. Those are both great.
This Is Us and fucking Trash, which he wrote and directed Life Itself.
Oh, I didn't see that.
See, I feel like you might like it. I feel like you might like it.
You said it's trash.
I think it's trash, but I think you might like it because I don't know. I have a friend, shout out to Allie again.
Allie.
That dates the Skater Boys. For she literally called me like, I found the movie you're gonna love, and then I watched it and I was like, I fucking hate all of this. This is such a stupid story. But it's kind of like Crazy Stupid Lovey in the sense that it like tangles.
Oh, it is like that. I like that. I think when you have stories that interweave, the weaving of the story.
But it's too interweaved.
Too much? Too many woves? Too many weaving wolves?
Like, if you think Love Actually is a lot of weaving, nah.
I feel like Love Actually is like they tried to weave things together and then there's all these like loose ends and it's like, yo, get it together, love. Actually.
I love Love Actually.
I'm indifferent. I'm so glad we didn't choose that. I'm glad we chose Crazy Stupid Love because that's one of my favorite rom-coms.
I love it.
If you've not seen the movie, you might want to pause this. We're going to give away like all the great twists and turns because that's the best thing about this movie. It's got a great twist and that's not normally an element in rom-coms.
Yeah, it has so many. And I don't know if this happened to you too, but like
Uh-huh.
I think I've seen this movie like 5 times, but
I've
I
seen it a
haven't
bunch.
seen it in like 3 years for
Oh,
some reason.
really?
I haven't seen it. Yeah. So when I was watching it, I found myself remembering like some lines verbatim
Mm-hmm.
and completely forgetting about other moments and laughing before something happened because I knew what was going to happen.
What happens when you have a good movie? You can laugh before you even know. It's
I
great.
love that movie so much.
There's lots of great characters in this movie that are.
I kind of like all of them. Like,
I
honestly.
I would try to make it work with all of them. There's not a bad one in the bunch.
No, they're like even the kids. They're kids, but like
If you've been listening to this podcast enough, you know that we're pedophiles.
we don't give a shit. Oh,
What do you think all the stuffed animals are for?
Stop it. Literally stop it. Oh my god. Okay. We're doing Crazy Stupid Love.
That's what we're doing.
And that came out in 2011, if I'm not mistaken.
I was
Right?
21. Actually, I don't know. I didn't have that written down.
I think I was 15 or younger.
Let's look it up.
Were you? I'm gonna check. This is something I should have done before.
2011.
20.
Is your cat?
She knows her movies. She's a film major. Okay. 2011, 1995. I was 16. Yeah, when this movie came
She
out.
had to do the math. It was hard. She had to take the calculator out.
Dude, I'm really bad at math.
I'm terrible. This is your life, though. This is not like, I'm not asking you to move integers across the.
Like, it stresses me out, every kind of math, like putting the quarters inside of like the washing machine.
Dude, you don't just always know that it's 5.
No, it's 6 in this building. Can you believe?
Oh, damn, that's awful. I'm so sorry.
That's awful.
How do they do that to you?
I know.
For each machine?
And somebody was like, yeah, for the dryer and the washer.
It's bullshit.
And like, I don't give a shit. And I wash everything on like one thing. I don't like do the changing of like, I don't do like lights and darks. I just like do all in one.
Oh, you do it all together. You don't care about your clothes?
Yeah. Dude, nothing has ever happened to my clothes.
I used to say that, and then you know what, it's not switching, putting your laundry in separate things is not for yourself. It's for whoever else you're doing laundry for. Because I've never ruined my clothes, but I ruin Derek's clothes all the time.
I mean, I don't do laundry for anybody else.
Yeah, but I mean, one day if you happen to be doing the person that you love's laundry, or even your mom's laundry, you never know. You want to separate it because you'll fuck up other people's clothes, and you don't have insurance for that kind of stuff.
You really don't.
That's my wisdom. That's something you learn when you're 30. Sorry. Okay. We are talking about Crazy Stupid Love, and we're going to start with the kids because we like them young.
Okay. This entire podcast is Samantha saying shit that like stresses me out, and then me
can't handle it.
Not being able to handle it. And this is the reason why I should be first, like in the first row on every single comedy show, because I am the best audience.
She's a very good audience. Yep. Normally, if you're a great audience, you don't have to say it. We just all know.
Dude, I feel like I am. Like, I will laugh at everything, even if it's not good. I'll be like, I'll fake laugh because I feel bad for you.
She does. It hurts my feelings. But I can't.
No, I told you I think you're actually funny. Anyways, we're starting with the kids.
We're starting with Molly because Gaby has the most to say about the youngest character in the whole movie.
God, no. You know why I know a lot about Molly, the actress, not the character. I don't really care about the character.
Her name is Joey King.
Yes.
Wrote it down.
Kissing Booth Girl.
I've never seen any of her movies, but I recognize her face. So I was like, this is a girl.
You never saw The Act?
The Act? No, what was that?
You never? Oh my God, it's so good. It's a Hulu show. You should watch it.
I like shows. I'm writing it down.
It's a bingeable show, and I remember that The Act. I remember that case. It's the mom. You probably remember the mom that like had the kid with like Munchausen by the thing when you make your kid sick, Munchausen by proxy.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, and she was like a Make-A-Wish child and everything, and it was a whole thing. And then
she was making it sick.
Yeah, and she was not sick, and she had like a boyfriend on like online, and she had like crazy like dirty sexting things with the boyfriend. It's insane.
So
yeah.
Joey King is in this show.
Joey King is in that show, and Patricia Arquette is the mom.
I love Patricia Arquette.
The co-defendant, it's not the co-defendant, it's another blonde person. It's Anna-Sophia Robb is also in this. Anyway, Molly. I remember watching this movie when I was 16, right? Mm-hmm. And I could not for the life of me place her face, but I knew who she was. And that is because she stars in the iconic Taylor Swift music video, Mean.
No!
She's the girl in the Mean video.
I haven't seen that video in a very long time. So explain to me what is happening.
Her.
But what
it's just a little girl. It's a little girl. The video is basically like a collage of people getting bullied.
And she's one of the girls. She's getting bullied. One of the girls.
No, she's getting hella bullied.
Oh.
And I thought she was so beautiful. Like I couldn't believe how beautiful she was. Her face. I guess I registered it. And then I saw her. This happened to me twice. This one time I was watching a Lifetime movie and I recognized the girl because she was in a Miley Cyrus music video when she was a child. And I was like, I am a crazy person. Like
you're very in tune. You could be a walking, talking IMDb.
Dude, it's an issue. Anyway, she was there. Then she did The Kissing Booth, which is the worst and the best at the same time.
Why the worst?
Because it's terrible. The entire movie is like it's kind of like a slideshow. Like it makes absolutely no sense. It's based on a Wattpad novel.
Oh, we know about Wattpad.
Yeah, we love about Wattpad. And they have a
Wattpad.
Yeah, and they have a sequel on it. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then she did The Act, and she got Emmy nominated for The Act. She fucking killed it. And now, I'm invested in her career.
Gaby is invested. How old is she now?
She is, I think, 19.
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
That's an appropriate age to be invested in someone.
I mean, I'm invested in her career.
In this movie, she's like, what, 9?
Yeah, she's a child.
She's a child. She's very cute. She's a cute kid.
Dude, I also looked into the brother, and he's not acting anymore.
He's not. I noticed that too. He was in a couple things. That's cool. Good for him.
He's not cute. I fully thought he was gonna grow up cute.
I didn't think so.
You didn't think so?
No.
Because I thought he was Steve Carell's kid.
Why do you think that? He doesn't look like Steve Carell.
I know. But like, I bought into the idea.
Also, you know who Steve Carell's wife is, right?
Julianne Moore?
No, his wife is in real life. He's married.
Isn't she like?
Did you ever watch The Office?
No, I'm watching The Office. I was gonna tell you, I'm gonna binge The Office, and then you're gonna binge Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then we can do episodes.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So yes.
Most?
I'll have to binge like 2 seasons probably. But yeah, watch The Office. It's great. But Steve Carell's actual wife is the woman who plays, I want to say her name's Carol. She's like one of his girlfriends in the beginning 2 seasons.
I'm gonna look.
There's a bunch of really funny episodes with her. But their kid definitely doesn't look like that kid, because that kid doesn't look like him at all.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know her. She's pretty.
She's a really funny comedian too. She's does a lot of comedic acting.
She's a comedian? Okay.
I mean, I don't think she does stand-up, but she does a lot of like comedic acting. I think she looks like an improv person. Okay. Like, like improvisational comedy.
I know what improv is. I like won improv contest as a kid.
Oh, FYI. She won improv competition.
I did. My team won.
They won. Don't talk to me about what improv is.
I wasn't even like the best at improv, but I'm really good at yes and.
Yes.
Oh my god, What of? Like, I'll
Okay.
follow your idea and like
So
I'll
Robbie.
let the other person sign it. Robbie. I love Robbie.
I like Robbie a lot. He's a cute, weird kid. If he was an adult, I think he'd be a good guy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If he was an adult, he'd be the coolest guy and he'd be the boyfriend that wants to go to the movies to watch Last Christmas or whatever, like
Yeah.
rom-com on, like, he's not gonna fight you. He's
He
like,
seems like
yeah,
a really
let's go.
chill dude. And I think like he would that guy would he'd like go to college and he'd probably like study something like a little alternative, like philosophy. And then like his
Oh
senior
no, no, no.
year, his parents would be like, you really need to pick another major. And he'd be like, oh, okay, I'll be philosophy and business.
I have a friend who went to Harvard for philosophy for one semester and then he dropped out because he hated everybody. Like he fucking hated everyone. And I'm like, dude, that sounds like people from Harvard seem like they're the worst in my head. But like people who are philosophy majors also seem like the worst. And like together, nightmare. Anyway, what I love the most about Robbie is that he loves love and I think it's really cute.
Yes.
I love that. And he has a bunch of great quotes.
He's pretty shameless, dude.
I respect that. I respect that so much.
Like his babysitter sees him jerking off and then he's like, I'm gonna tell her that I always jerk off to her picture.
Yeah, I also kind of wanted to know which picture it was.
He's probably just like
he said he had a pic.
It's probably like her yearbook picture.
Oh my God.
It was for sure her yearbook picture. What else would it be?
I don't know. This is Facebook years.
Oh, that's true. It could be Facebook picture.
Maybe she has some like random ass like bikini photo on like Facebook.
He's like 15. It wouldn't take much to jerk off. It would just have to be like a spaghetti tank top. She could be in a one piece and he'd be like, I look at my tongue.
That's because we're drinking cheap wine.
We're drinking wine. So sponsor us with your wine company. Okay.
One of my favorite parts is when he tells teacher Marisa Tomei that the Scarlet Letter is, and I quote, this book is about a bunch of people who fell in love like assholes and then had to die like assholes. I don't know. Robbie, I love you. That's so funny.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the summary.
I mean, he's right. And when he said that, I was like, this is the same like Romeo and Juliet. Mm-hmm. Yes. Same shit. Jane Eyre without the dying.
Yep. It's all pretty much the same. We tell stories over and over again.
There's only 37 variations.
Is it 37? Is that the magic number?
I'm pretty sure it's 37. I might be wrong.
That's crazy. It's so small.
What do you like about Robbie?
I like Robbie. I like that he likes an older woman. I think that's cool. I like that he has what do they call it, a chutzpah or something like that? Like, you know, he's got gumption.
I don't like, I like that he likes an older, but that's something that 15-year-old boys do.
Yeah.
I like that he has the balls to full on tell her, and in his head it makes total sense.
Yeah.
That's what I think is so funny. He's like, I remember being in middle school or like early high school and like people having crushes on like the seniors, like the older ones, mm-hmm. right? And it was like, shh, like, don't let them know. Don't let them know. Like, it was like almost embarrassing. And this boy has no shame. Like that scene where she like walks into him like jerking off.
That is, he shows up at the high school.
What?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you. Go ahead.
No, I don't know what you said.
I said he shows up at the high school.
No, that scene where Jessica the nanny walks into him jacking off.
Yeah.
Dude, that was my biggest fear growing up with a brother. Biggest fucking fear.
Then did you just knock like all the time then?
I would knock so many times. Like I would knock, have him answer, and then knock again.
That's what you got to do.
And like wait. Did it happen to you ever? Because you have a shit ton of brothers.
Never with one of my brothers. But I've walked in on people. Yeah.
Nightmare.
It's weird. And you know what? It happens so fast because when you do it, you immediately know it's time to exit. So it's never something that you're like, oh, I'm stuck here in this moment. You leave, you know?
I mean, at least it's not like your brothers. That would have been a nightmare for everybody involved.
Yeah, that would have been gross. I had a high school friend. She was actually having sex with her boyfriend, and her dad walked in on her.
Nightmare.
Yeah, that's like,
what happened to her?
I think he just walked out. I mean, it was the same situation. And when you do walk in on something like that, you just walk out, dude. I don't care if it's your kid, it's your brother, it's some guy that you know. You walk out.
Oh my god. Okay, that's like basically how we meet this character. Like, I think that's his first speaking line.
I think that is too. It's how we learn
like,
about
I think
him.
he just goes, for the record, I was thinking about you. And then the nanny, who's Annalee Tipton, who was on America's Next Top Model.
Oh, is that
what she was?
That's why she looks so familiar.
She was on America's Next Top Model. She was the ice skating girl.
I remember her. Yeah, she's a really interesting character because
she is the exact same age as Emma Stone when they're filming this.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, I mean, the concept of a young girl, you know, you're into this adult man, you're gonna take pictures and give them to him, right? But you can't be thinking that he's never even expressed any interest in you.
I mean, no, but I get her. Like, I understand where she's coming from, I think.
Because it's like she's hinted so many times and he's not got the hint. So it's like, to me, that would mean, oh.
But like, she hinted when he was literally talking about his divorce. Like, he's not.
Yeah,
he's not thinking.
If that's what I want, I keep hinting. I'm not sending pictures to him, or even like just keeping them in my house for my parents.
No, that was stupid. The fact that she kept the pictures. No. Also, the mom needs to be in jail.
Also, yeah, the mom needs to be in jail.
The mom needs to be in jail. The fact that she just like gave the pictures to the dad instead of telling him, and then the dad
handed them to her.
No. And then wait. The dad, instead of just looking at one photo and like losing his shit, he goes, "I'm gonna look at all of them." And he starts looking at all. Did you notice that?
You need to understand the full story. Yo, when she's taking the pictures and she like opens up her
and she smiles.
She's like the most interesting. She has such an interesting looking face. She looks she's uncomfortable in every moment of the movie. But I guess that's like the character.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely beautiful, and she's actually in one of my favorite. Like, I don't know if I would call it favorite, but she's on this rom-com I love that nobody talks about, called Two Night Stand.
I've never heard of that.
See, it's her and Miles Teller, and I was in love with Miles Teller for a minute. Still kind of am, but he's engaged, so it's fine.
Oh no, another one off her list. She's always losing all these like celebrity men that she wants to marry. So you guys have to get divorces. If you're a celebrity and you're one of on Gaby's list and you're getting married, think about getting a divorce for her.
Yeah, sorry, not on the list anymore.
But anyway. I think she's pretty crazy.
She's
Jessica, she's pretty insane.
Also, like, honestly, you were a nanny. I've never done that, but I think that she was so good at handling Robbie the entire time. She's
not a nanny. She's a babysitter.
Whatever, babysitter.
It's different. You can't keep calling her a nanny. She's not a nanny. She's supposed to be a teenage girl that they pay under the table to come and watch their kids when they got. This family can't afford a nanny, even though they have a really nice house and they make good money.
They fully can't.
But no, they couldn't afford a nanny. But they do well.
The babysitter, she did a really good job. Like, he was coming on strong, and she would go like, you're making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, what else is she gonna say?
Stop it. Screw him? No, ew. She's gonna say like, no, you're being insane. Say something really mean, block him.
This is what I really want to talk about when it comes to Jessica, because this is the thing that really bothers me in the end of this movie. She gives the naked pictures to Robbie in the end of the movie. And she's like, maybe when you're older, we can fuck. Except she doesn't say that, but that's what she means. She hands him an envelope of naked pictures.
I love that part.
I love that
part. Okay, it made me, so when I first watched it, it made me really uncomfortable. I thought it was funny, but it made me uncomfortable. But now I think it's the funniest thing. Like, I just think it's so funny. Because I'm thinking, this 15-year-old boy, like, no, he's what, 13? 13 or, like, he's 13. He's 13 because he's graduating the 8th grade. This is the best thing that could have ever happened to him. And they're both minors. So, like, it's not illegal.
But, okay, so wait, what happens? So he turns 16, 17, he's got a car, and he's like, Jessica, I'm coming to college to screw. And she's like, yeah.
No, I mean, no, obviously not. But just the idea is so funny to me that the photos that your dad saw and your mom saw, you're like, yeah, I'm going to give them to this kid.
Weird.
I just thought it was so, like, I think that was brilliant writing because the movie would have worked with or without that. But that was just so funny. Like, the moment that kid sees the first photo, how his face, like, funny as hell. I loved it.
Yeah. If we're not pedophiles, the people who wrote Crazy Stupid Love are pedophiles.
Oh my God. Don't talk about like that about Daniel Fogel, man.
Okay.
The cat's doing the most right now.
Are we going to move on to our teacher, Marissa Tomei, Katie?
Yes. Can you say hi to the cat?
Hi, cat.
She's like asking for a lot of screen time right now. Oh my God.
That's a big ass pussy. Top. That's a big ass pussy.
Cat, stop
talking
it. Okay,
fat. That's a big ass pussy.
Marissa Tomei has crazy aunt energy.
That's like her, like that's where she lives, in the aunt energy.
Yeah,
cool aunt, like the really cool aunt.
No, chaotic aunt energy.
But cool, like you know, like she's the one that gets you drunk the first time.
Absolutely. She's the one you call when you're like, what do I tell mom?
Yes. Yeah, she's rad.
And she's like, okay, listen, your mom did this crazy shit when we were 15. So if she gives you any shit, just remind her about that thing she did at Mr. Frogs when we went to Mexico.
Mr. Frogs. There's a lot of Mr. Frogs out there. I think I wouldn't want to date her because she's a sober person, you know, like she's a recovering alcoholic, and that would be annoying.
And you just like wouldn't, because you're like, I can't. I can't.
This is my thing, is I don't have any problems, and it's not that I don't feel like uncomfortable. I just don't want to hear about you being a recovering alcoholic all the time. She doesn't seem like that type of person, but I feel like if it would come up every once in a while, I'd be like, okay, I get it. You're better than me.
Okay. It weirds me out a little bit that she's a recovering alcoholic and that she went to a bar.
Right? Like, why are you at the bar? And you're like, why
are you at a bar?
I guess to pick up men, but...
Also, is it me or did that bar look kind of lame?
Yo, that bar looks so lame.
Okay. Because
I was like a hotel bar.
Yes, it looks like a hotel bar. I was watching and then I was thinking, this bar looks lame. And then I'm like, why are you pretending like you've been to 40,000 bars and you have the opinion on all the bars? And then I'm like, no, but it actually looks lame.
It looks super lame. It looks really lame. Also, how are there only 3 guys at this bar at any given time?
I don't know where this bar is. Like, why is there?
This bar doesn't exist. There's a bar. There's only Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, and then like one random guy who's actually working at the bar. He's the bartender. And then everyone else there is a freaking supermodel.
Yes. I mean, my favorite part about the whole Marisa Tomei thing was that so you know when Steve Carell tells Ryan Gosling, "You Miyagi'd me."
Yeah.
I love how our worlds just collided.
Now you know what that means.
Yeah, I know what that means.
Aren't you glad? You watched Cobra Kai, and you kind of, which means you kind of watched The Karate Kid.
Kind of watched The Karate Kid. Yeah. I thought that was funny. But I also thought what I was thinking is I cannot believe Ryan Gosling, because the Ryan Gosling character is really smart. He knows shit. Mm-hmm. Why did he think that being an asshole was the card that Steve Carell should pull?
I don't think he's that smart. I think you think he's smart because you're young and naive, and that's like his whole thing is to act like he's smart.
30.
No, I'm not saying
you're 30 and you know things.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the guy that Ryan Gosling is, and we're skipping ahead. This isn't even on in the order.
No, we're not going to talk about Ryan. We will discuss Ryan Gosling later.
I'm just gonna say he's not as confident as he seems, and they revealed it at the end, and he's not as smart, I think, as he seems. I don't think he even really does anything. I think he's smart. No, I think his whole game is he doesn't think he's actually that smart. And that's why he has to make everyone else around him feel like they're stupid.
Oh, okay. Okay, Sam. Marisa Tomei goes batshit crazy when Steve Carell starts being honest with her and telling her about his divorce. Which crazy. That is straight up psychotic.
No, I get it. Because I've heard about dating when you're in your like now on.
I was like, what are you talking about? You're 30.
Who are dating who are my age and older, it's bad.
Dude, it's always bad.
No, it's worse. Like, dude. It's so much worse.
I don't know any single person that like. It's funny because I don't know any single person my age that's like, I love dating. Dating's great. Like, it's so fun.
But when you're older,
I don't know
it's so much worse.
That's like,
because
I love it.
The stakes are higher. When you're older, it's like, it's because right now you're just like, I need someone to love me and be cool. And like, I like what they do. Right. But when you're older now, it's like, I need someone who is as successful as me or more successful. I need someone who knows how to manage their money. I need someone who hasn't been in like a relationship, but it's also like not weird that they've been like single for the last like decade. I need someone who, like, there's all these like weird old people problems when you date.
He's what Ryan Gosling called him, which I think is a Tinder bio. And in case we have any boy listeners, you should change it to this: stable and employed adult. That is a funny Tinder bio. If you are actually employed.
But people who are that age, they're looking for someone who checks off all those boxes, right? Because you've achieved so much. You're older and you're like, I've achieved this much. I should be with someone who's achieved as much as me. The standards are way higher.
How old are they in this movie?
They're like in their 40s. Yeah,
then why the fuck is Ryan Gosling so shook that he has a 20-year-old daughter?
Well, because he's not like, they had her when they were like 16. So she's like, let's say 25.
I know, 17.
16, 17. If she's 25, yeah, they're like in their like late 40s, early 50s.
So?
I don't know. I guess it's just something, because also all his other kids he talks about are younger. So maybe that's what's confusing.
Yeah, this is true. Kind of weird he never mentioned her. Anyway.
I mean, it's part of the twist. But
yeah,
so
great.
Marissa Tomei, I understand why she was having a hard time, and she was turned on by the honesty, because I think when you're dating at that age, it's even less honest because there's a lot to hide. People have bad credit. Some people are like having problems with their taxes. You know, like there's all these other problems old people think about when they date, and you don't even have to think about those because you're young and everyone has bad credit.
I was thinking, I was like, none of my friends have good credit.
I have great credit. Because
you had 5 years more than me to like fix it. I have decent credit. Like, it's okay. It's fine.
I just don't.
What the landlady said.
I have a beautiful credit. The score says excellent.
Does it? Okay.
You know, like when they have the range of like your numbers, because I'm stupid and I don't understand what the numbers mean. I just read like the range and it's like, oh, I'm in the excellent section. I'm was at above average.
I'm in the good section, which is
that's good.
All you can ask for at my age, I think. You can't be asking for excellent yet. I love Marissa Tomei. I love the moment where Julianne Moore and Steve Carell are at the fucking school and they see her as a teacher. Yeah. And then Julianne Moore says this one thing that gave me enormous Sam energy. Like, I was like, this is something that you would say. Because they're talking and she says, is this some kind of skit? I'm lost. And I was like, that is something Sam would say.
Oh, this is not about Robbie. Oh, dude. I get
like it took her a second. And I was like, this is big Samantha Lopez energy.
Yeah, that would confuse me as well. It would be so overwhelming to be like, this is not happening. One, because you don't want to believe that they've been sleeping together. Yo, and Marissa Tomei flips shit that night.
She flips it. Like, she literally flips her. Oh my god. Asshole. Like, when he says he's gonna call and never does.
Asshole.
Amazing. Also when Steve Carell goes, listen, she's an alcoholic.
Oh, that's great.
And Fogelman, boy, your one-liners are all of them.
Do you want to talk about David Lindhagen?
Oh my god, dude! I was the first time I watched this movie. I need to tell you the story about not the first time, but one time I watched this movie because you're gonna find it entertaining. But first, David Lindhagen. David Lindhagen is a perfectly sweet guy, which is the worst part. It's like sweet.
I don't think that. I disagree.
You don't think that?
I disagree.
I mean, I don't fuck with people that are homewreckers, obviously. But I feel kind of bad for David Lindhagen because, like, he's fully in love with Julianne Moore.
Yeah, but that's the problem. It's like, yo, why would you want to? It's like you fall in love with a married person, even if she's unhappy. It's like, you're an adult. You're getting entangled in something that's like so much bigger than just you. Now it's her kids. It's her whole entire structure of her life. And just because you're in love.
Also, I fully respect the little kid who refused to pronounce his name correctly.
Yeah. It's so funny.
And then he made the chair taller.
Oh, that was great.
Flipped the photo. I was like, you're iconic.
Well, also, I'm pissed that David Lindhagen even had the balls to come talk to me. Hey, I don't know who you are. You're David Lindhagen.
Yeah. Yes.
I know you.
I also love that. Like, I love that name. I love that whoever came up with that name was like, it's such a good name.
It's a good name to say over and over again.
It's fantastic.
I knew that Kevin Bacon was in this movie before I'd seen it, and so when they kept talking about David Lindhagen, I was like, "Oh my God, it's David Lindhagen is Kevin Bacon. I am going to die."
Do you love Kevin Bacon?
No, I don't love Kevin Bacon. I just think he's like one of the funnier people to ever exist. Not like actually being funny, but his existence is funny.
I fully know what you mean.
Like
he's his film, like
his
track
repertoire,
history is bananas.
The fact that there's like a Kevin Bacon degrees of Kevin Bacon thing, and like all of the weird things about Kevin
Also,
Bacon.
I want you to know that he follows at My Favorite Murder on Instagram.
So Kevin
which
Bacon
is my favorite podcast. So that's really funny.
I hope he listens to us.
Dude, I do too. That'd be great, Kevin. Because there's this My Favorite Murder episode where they're losing their shit because David Hagen, Kevin Bacon is following them on Instagram. Like the podcast, not any of them. And I was like, honestly, I fully get you. We would lose our shit.
He's like, one, I love Footloose.
Okay. I think Footloose has the dumbest plot of all time.
That's the point. It's the 80s. What are you talking about?
But I enjoy it. I respect it.
Oh, it's great. I love it. I like Kevin Bacon. There was this great cop show that he did like for 2 seasons where I can't remember who played like the criminal mastermind, but the guy who played him was also really famous. And it was great. It was one of the better cop shows I ever like invested my life into. And they just ended it randomly. I don't think it even lasted more than 3 seasons.
Ugh, I hate when that happens.
I wish I could remember it. I should look it up, but I want to talk about the next person because I think that's all I have to say.
We need to talk about the date though. His date with Julianne Moore was so cute, and he was gonna take her to ballet. I was like, oh, that's cute.
I hate this guy. It's too cute. It's like also you're doing all the cute things and you're making it hard on this woman's life. You're so inconsiderate.
Oh, this is true. This is when we can tell you're 30 and I'm not, because I'm just like he's being so cute, and you're like, this man is literally ruining her life.
Because this is what you're acting like the moment. Of course, the moment is cute, right?
Yeah.
But the moment is just a moment. She has a whole other part of her day that she has to go on living with her kids and her ex-husband.
And
she's got to figure out what they're going to do. Like, is she going to get half the house and he's going to get half the house? Is he going to pay alimony or child support? Like, it's a lot to figure out.
I mean, she goes home and then the America's Next Top Model girl calls her batshit crazy and slutty money.
I know where your slutty money.
That was a steak burn.
That I was like, this didn't happen. No babysitter is not leaving without their cash.
I thought about that. I was like, do you not want her slutty money? Like, you're 16, you need it. I want all this slutty money I can get. Like,
go out and slut some more so I can have some more of your slutty money.
We need to give a shout out to the slutty friend that like taught Jessica how to pose.
And she's cool.
She was so cool because my lips are oh.
My lips are sealed.
They're sealed. And then out of like from 0 to 100, she just like does the whole porn star pose in 3 seconds. Cool. And I was like, I like you. But see, I want you in my friend group.
She's living that life and she knows what she's doing. Jessica is a novice, an amateur. She shouldn't be diddling around in that world.
It's just so funny. I love when Steve Carell finds out that Jessica's in love with him, and then the little kid is like, "This is the older guy," and he's like, "What?
You like Jessica?" Okay. Liz is Hannah's friend.
Emma Stone's best friend, and I love her.
I love her too. She's maybe my favorite character. She's like, go seize the day. Screw Josh Groban.
Yeah, and see, when I first watched this movie, I don't know why I thought Josh Groban was cute, but And I was like, he's fine. But Ryan Gosling was not on screen yet, in my defense. Also, I was 16 and a lot of things were happening. Like the time I watched this movie at my friend Mary's house, and I had my period just showed up without me knowing, because I'm not very regular, and I just stained her white couch with my period blood.
Gaby's stories always go to a dark place.
Yeah. So her entire family was there. So you know what I did? I just like covered it with a pillow and just left. Didn't say anything. So I'm sorry, Mary.
So you're a great person, obviously.
Me?
You're a grade A, awesome.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to tell her dad who's like literally next to me, like, hey, sir, by the way, I just stained your couch, your nice ass couch, with my period blood. And Josh Groban is cute. Don't you agree? Like,
Josh Groban is not cute.
I just like his singing voice. I think that's it.
No, what you raised me up, BS? No. You raise me up so I can walk a mountain.
I feel like Josh Groban should get the hype that fucking who's this bitch on Christmas who everybody loves? Michael Bublé. I feel like Josh Groban deserves Michael Bublé's hype.
No,
Yes.
no, because see, this is the thing. This is the difference between Josh Groban and Michael Bublé. Josh Groban may be just as good of a singer as Michael Bublé, but Michael Bublé is a showman. Like, I want to see Michael because he's got
Michael
like the
Bublé
faces
is
and the
low-key
moves.
abusive husband.
I don't care about that. He's a performer. You know,
every
great artist is either abusing or bediddling someone they shouldn't be. So deal with it.
Fine, okay. Liz is not here for Josh Groban, and she's great.
She's like, fuck Josh Groban, and I'm like, yes, Liz, you're
like,
on to
fuck
something.
Josh Groban, and
it's like, screw this hot guy.
Yeah, she doesn't get it. I love her. I love how she is ready to dip at a moment's notice. She's like, I'm out the moment Emma's out, and when I think it speaks volumes when like Ryan Gosling walks over and then he starts talking to Emma and just fully ignoring Liz and being like, I think your friend is hot. And Liz is like fully like, okay, cool. This is like, she like fully doesn't get jealous, doesn't go like, she goes like,
she's wingman.
Like, no, she's a wingman.
Girl
she's
code.
Like, this is for the team. Girl code. That's Sam with me and Noah Centineo.
Oh yeah, we have
what you'll know about that later in the future. Anyway.
Yeah, but I love Liz. I wish they gave her a love interest. I feel like that's real unfair. But again, everyone else in the show had a love interest, so I guess they didn't have time.
Honestly, they did. I mean, Josh Groban didn't, but I just wish Liz had more airtime. It doesn't have to be a love interest. I just want to know more about Liz because I thought she was so fun. Yeah. And so funny the entire time. Also, but I'm low-key mad at her because like I honestly think Conan O'Brien is super attractive, and they had this whole thing about how Conan O'Brien looks like a carrot, and I was like, fuck you, Liz. Conan O'Brien can get it.
I feel like people who say they think Conan O'Brien is attractive say it because they think it's like the cool thing to say. I don't think they actually think Conan O'Brien is attractive. It comes up sometimes in movies and TV shows, and they're like, oh, it's funny to be the person who says he is. So I will be.
Okay, Sam, from what you know about me, he's tall, lanky, white, funny, and a ginger.
You definitely, you on the other hand, for sure, like Conan O'Brien.
Like, so I had completely forgotten about that joke. So I'm watching that and I'm like, yeah, he is. The fuck? Like, come for Conan O'Brien.
But of course, because you and Emma Stone are like 6 foot tall. So at least you can come up to Conan O'Brien's belly button. Me and that Liz girl would be like being teabagged by him all day. Like, what are you talking about?
Me and Emma, I I just relate to every Emma Stone character like deeply.
Yeah.
I don't know. She just like pierced into my soul. ECA, I felt her.
I love Easy A.
La La Land, me. This movie, me. I felt it. Like to the like La La Land?
La La Land is bullshit.
I love La La Land. I cry like a fucking baby. Sometimes I cry thinking about La La Land. I paid $30 to go to a Soul Cycle class with La La Land music.
$30? You got
Yeah, that's how much Soul Cycle is. That's why I never go. I mean, nobody goes now because COVID, but
$30? That's a lot for cycling.
yeah, we were cycling to La La Land, and then I would start crying because I remember what was happening.
Why didn't you just do it on a regular bike with La La Land on your headphones?
Because you need the highly enthusiastic minority gay instructor on the fucking pedestal telling you that you're worth it. Yeah, cycle faster. It's very empowering. It's great.
I mean, yeah, okay. You know what I find very effective is I go to the gym and I get on a machine, and if the person next to me hasn't gotten off their machine, I'm not allowed to get off the machine.
Okay.
Especially if they were there before me. I'm like, I definitely can't get off if this person was here when I got here.
I fully get that. And like when I haven't been to the gym in forever. I don't really like gyms because I do that. I compare myself to everyone, and I feel like I'm being stared at. And I feel like
it's horrifying. I feel like I'm on display. I'm like, oh no, I'm performing at the gym.
Yeah, like I'm on display, and I can't tell if I'm on display as an athlete or as like a piece of meat or like somebody doing something wrong or
that
all
one.
Of them.
I'm always like, oh, they're like in my mind when I'm using a machine, someone is thinking about, she's doing it wrong. That stupid idiot who doesn't know how to work out. Look at her using the machine the wrong way.
Like, also, like workout clothing is annoyingly like body conscious. I wish there was another option.
They like to stick it to you.
They really like it's really you're naked. You're naked out there.
You're just in latex.
Like there's no choice.
I go with the leggings and a flowy top.
That's my go-to as well. But the thing is that you're 5 feet tall. And
shorter than you.
My body is almost all legs. So it's weird. Like it looks weird. Like
Everyone who's tall acts like it's so hard, but it's like,
dude, it's
short and not being able to reach anything, and dude, everything is.
You know what sucks about being tall? The moment you enter a building, people will stare. So you can't just like be.
I mean, when it stares at me when I enter the building, I can't handle it.
No, but they're not like staring. They just go like they glance at you and then they look away. You can't do like you can't help. They're gonna glance and it's like terrible.
So let a giraffe in here.
Dude, it's for 3 seconds you feel like a zoo animal. Like you walk into CVS and they go, everybody goes. And then you're like, hi.
That's awful.
It's awful. And like when you're growing up, it's the worst. It's like all my photos, my school photos, I'm in the last row with the guys. Mm-hmm. And it's fine. But like, I didn't care that much, but I know like the other tall girls fucking cared. There's even a movie about it called Tall Girl on Netflix.
I saw the ad for that, and
I saw the ad and the movie. You fucking know I saw Tall Girl. The fuck?
I saw the ad and I was like, this is not for me. I don't think I can empathize with someone who's just like upset that they're tall.
Dude, it's so funny. It's so funny. Like it's not trying. And you know who's in it?
Who?
Our girl, Sabrina Bryan.
Sabrina Bryan.
She's on that's the High School Musical, the series.
I don't remember. She's
you remember? Okay,
she's part of the drama.
The Homewrecker.
She's the one. Yeah, I mean, is it a home if they're both under 20.
It's a home. She's a home wrecker. They have a home in my heart.
All right. We got to get back to these characters that we are going to date.
Josh Groban.
I'm not a fan. You are, obviously.
I'm surprised. No. Hear me out. Because like when I first watched it, I was like, oh, he's nice. He's cute. I get Emma Stone. I fully understand. And now I watched it yesterday and I'm like, Liz was right. This man.
He's nice. He's cute. You thought that?
I fully did. Which tells you about my self-esteem in high school, I guess.
I didn't know that people felt that way about him. He's so lame.
No, I understood that he was meant to be lame, but high school me was like, he's nice. He calls her Hannah Banana. Like, I was like, I didn't understand why it was such like a cancel fucking Josh Groban. And then I watched it again, and then I saw that he had a cake in the shape of a banana with the law symbol on it.
It's not even that. It's just he's like, ugh, he's awful. And he belittles her all the time and makes her feel less than.
Condescending.
Yeah.
Also, in my head, now that I'm 25-year-old me watching this movie, I'm like, there's no way in hell that Josh Groban is dating an Emma Stone and he has the audacity to be condescending. Like, he should be kissing the floor where she walks on. Unless he's like Elon Musk money. I don't get it. Which he clearly isn't. Because he took her to a fucking chain Mexican restaurant.
Also, Josh Groban only has one song that I know of, and he's been in this movie. So I can't imagine he's making that much money, even as Josh
He's
Groban.
dating Kat Dennings.
Damn, she's hot. But Kat Dennings is way more successful than Josh Groban. What is that about? Maybe he's like got a big or a great personality.
He is Celine Dion's protege.
Huh.
I don't know why I know
anything.
This.
That doesn't make any.
Shut up. I play all of his Christmas songs.
Buble is better.
I love his Christmas songs.
All right.
Anyway.
Hannah Banana. Hannah Nana.
I love her.
Like
I wanted to. I don't want to love her as much, but like I fully relate to her on a spiritual level. Like everything she was saying, everything she was asking Ryan Gosling, I was like, this is the exact same thing I would be asking. Like, this is me. I understand her. I love her.
I get her as well. I feel that. She is she's cool. I get that she's lost and she's like trying to make her life. I love that we don't know that she's their kid for a long time. Because
I love that she acknowledges that she was trying to be dramatic.
Oh, when she comes in the ring.
When she comes in. I also I love the part where she goes, I am R-rated sexy.
And she's not.
And she's fully not. And I'm like, same. I love her. So I thought that was fucking funny. Like, I love that.
I love her. I would date this girl because she seems like she just wants to be upfront with you. She's just looking for love. Like, clearly her parents, like when she was growing up, they were clearly in love. I think you get that vibe from
fucking around.
That like what's happening now is something very new. So I'm sure for her, she's like, I want the real thing. But she doesn't know what the real thing is because like she's kind of mixing it up with her career and it's about success. And so I think that's why she's lost.
I never really understood. Like, to me, it's till this day, and I think it will always be a mystery, the fact that people like just date people. Like, you're gonna date somebody you don't think you're gonna marry. Like, what do you mean? Like, how does that work?
That's true. But people do it.
Everybody does it. I'm the psycho here.
And a lot of people do it like because they just don't want to get married anymore.
No, a lot of people do it because they just like think it's fun or like it's for like whatever.
Well, at your age, yeah.
I mean, yeah, at my age, I'm like, dude, I'm busy. Like, I don't have time for
this. Busy. I don't have time for the man. I'm busy doing hot girl shit.
Can't talk right now. I'm doing hot girl shit. My favorite Emma Stone moment is when she asks him, "Okay, so what do we do now, and what happens now logistically?" Like, she wants the logistic explanation.
I love
And I know that I would have asked the same exact question. So I was like, yes, Emma, I get you.
I love that whole scene.
It's a great scene. And when she calls him photoshopped, amazing. It's funny how when that came out, I think he was like the most ripped man I had seen on TV.
That's possible. He was
And
really ripped.
I was like I've seen like people are fucking R.I.P. Did you see Wakanda? That man had 0% body fat.
People have 0%. Some people will be working out. Or in his case, I think he had to put on weight.
Ryan?
No.
Oh no. Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, I love Hannah.
Ryan,
she's one of my favorite characters. I probably would date her.
Can we talk about Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone for a second?
Okay, and then we'll go to Julianne Moore.
We'll go to Julianne Moore.
Yeah,
so while I was watching this movie, I was keeping track of like the dates and ages. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you know this, but when Emma Stone was filming this movie, she was 20. Ryan Gosling was 27, 28, and she's either single or maybe dating Kieran Culkin. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, he's a Culkin.
Yeah,
he's but like Macaulay's brother.
Yeah, I love him. He's on Succession, and I think he's the best character. I love that show. You should watch Succession so we can do a Succession episode. Anyway, I'm watching this movie and I'm like, I cannot believe nobody is gonna convince me that Emma Stone wasn't fully in love with Ryan Gosling the entire time,
but she's
and that she isn't low key. No, but listen, okay, so I did some digging, and this is what Ryan Gosling said about her to MTV News.
Ooh.
She's everything all the time. There's nobody like her.
Wow.
Excuse me?
That's cool.
Dump Kieran Culkin and like goodbye, Kieran. What?
Ryan Gosling is one of my favorite Ryans, I have to say. Maybe number one Ryan out there.
Over Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
Gosling has way more range, and I find him more attractive.
Actor-wise, absolutely attractive. Reynolds. I have issues with blondes. We've talked about this.
But Reynolds is also blonde-ish.
No, he's not.
He's sandy blonde.
Reynolds is not blonde.
He's not brunette.
I've seen him as brunette forever. Anyways, I had an issue with that. I was telling my mom about it, and my mom said that, oh, so she goes, oh, so you're gonna be one of those slutty actresses that just falls in love with whoever their co-star is. And my mom has never called me a slut before, so that was really painful.
She didn't say you were a slut. She said you were slutty.
Dude,
not the same.
That's fucked up. I don't like that. I really didn't.
I feel like you're taking this a little too seriously. Moms call their daughters sluts all the time. It's part of motherhood.
Your mom called you a slut?
Yes. When I was 13.
What did he do?
I might have hinted at this earlier, and it's just the only reason she wants to know this deep dark secret of mine.
Yes. I literally bringing this whole story up because Sam wouldn't tell me unless we were on air. So now I want to know.
Okay, so it's so stupid. I was like 13 or 12. I was young. My best friend in middle school and high school, shout out Kelly Holbrook.
Hey Kelly.
Hey Kelly. She and I don't remember where we got these outfits, but my mom had bought the outfits. This is the crazy part of the thing. My mom had bought the outfits, and they weren't slutty at all. It was capri pants, and they were like pink with flowers on them, and then they had like pink tank tops, like spaghetti strap tank tops, right? And so we had those. And then one day we were at Walmart and we found these like pink, like really high heels, like chunky high heels. and they were pink. And they were the same pink as the pink capri pants and the pink shirt. And we were like, oh, we should get these high heels because they're at Walmart. You know, it's only like $12. We can both get them. And so we both put on our high heels one day and we're out walking in our pink capri pants. These are capri pants. They cover most of my legs.
Dude.
And the tops cover your whole body. It's not like it was like a tube top. It was, my mom bought the outfit. She just didn't buy the heels. But she said because we were wearing these high heels, we looked like sluts.
You know, that's funny because when I was
hookers, I can't remember, but something like that.
When I was 14, 15, and I was like modeling professionally, my mom had this rule because she would like review my catwalk. And it wasn't strong. And she'd go like, okay, so now you can't leave the house unless you're wearing heels. Wow. Like she wouldn't give me permission to go to the mall with my friends unless I was wearing heels.
So your mom actually made you into a slut.
You said it, not me. Anyway. Emma Stone is the best. We like her. I'm shocked that she's not like that. I just don't understand how they've been together in 3 movies and they are not in love with each other. It's crazy.
I don't get it either. I would be in love with him easily, but maybe he's gay.
No, he's married to Eva Mendes. And they have 2 kids.
Oh, that makes sense. She's beautiful. Why would you leave Eva Mendes for Emma Stone?
No, but like, okay, yes, I understand that. But he met Emma before Eva.
Yeah, but she's like 7 years younger than you. There's a big difference. She can't even legally drink, you know, like there's all these like little things. It's like, I don't want to get involved with that.
Okay, fine. You're right. It's just shocking to me. It's very fucking shocking to me. And he did say that she was everything to MTV News. So
it doesn't mean anything. He could have just not known what to say. And it's like, she's everything.
You suck. Like, you're just ruining this soap opera I made up in my head.
Crazy.
I'm crazy?
You're like, their love has gone unnoticed for so long. It's such a hidden drama. All right, I want to talk about Emily, Julianne Moore.
Cunt.
She's the worst.
She's the worst. And
it takes a lot for me to say that because I love Julianne Moore.
Same. Same.
She's one of the women that I consistently have dreams about. And they are graphic.
I love that I know this about you now.
It's Julianne Moore, Heather Graham.
Heather Graham.
You know who Heather Graham is? Yo, Heather Graham. She's like one of the Austin Powers girls. She's in like a bunch of movies.
Okay, so you like MILFs.
They're not MILFs. And when I liked them, they were just young women. Now.
Neither are MILFs.
Now they're MILFs. Yes, I like women who are the generation ahead of me.
So MILFs. Anyway.
Now, when I first started having these dreams, they were just women.
They were in their 20s.
They're probably
and in Austin Powers.
30s. Yeah, but Heather Graham, Julianne Moore. There's someone else that always shows up.
Julianne Moore sucks in this movie.
Heath Ledger sometimes comes back.
Heath Ledger?
Yeah. Everyone's
He's dead though.
I know. But he's still in
He still shows up in your dreams?
Sometimes.
Oh my god.
Just to taunt me. He's like,
I miss him.
He's like, I died and now you have to be with Derek. And I'm like, I know. I wanted to be with you, Heath. Now I'm with a comedian. Derek just said, I didn't like that.
I want to know who's Derek's celebrity crush.
He's got like a bajillion, and the number one is we were just talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. That's his like man.
Really? He's gay for a leaving.
It's like Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt.
Oh, so he likes the whites.
Yeah.
I see. This is funny as hell. Okay, Derek.
But Julianne Moore, she's a real cunt in this movie.
Dude, Steve Carell is fully valid the entire time.
I get why he rolls out of the car. Like, she's just like,
Me
I slept with David Lindhagen. Also, hey, what is this conversation? This is obviously the first time she's ever talked to him about this kind of stuff, and she's already slept with someone else.
Yes, in a restaurant. He's like thinking about dessert, and she just says divorce, and then everyone's
just go
there.
right to divorce.
He's valid. He's valid. And then when they see Marisa Tomei, and she has the audacity to be like, 10 women.
She's been with a lot. He got with a lot of women when
I'm like, it could have been 20. It could have been 20. He's always been a silver fox. I've been saying this for years.
No.
Dude, I've been in love with Steve Carell my entire life.
Steve Carell is hot because he is one of the funniest people that has ever existed. But
that's probably why I'm so in love with him. But
if
he also has a really strong
bar. What?
But he also has a really strong nose, and I like that. He has a really strong nose.
You mean a large nose?
Yes, I love large noses.
Why do you love large noses?
I don't know.
I should hook you up with my grandfather.
Stop it! Lopez is I'm gonna get the grandfather.
Oh, this is Zerpoli, but yeah.
Oh, it's not even a Lopi.
No, it's my mom's dad.
No.
He's got a very big nose. He's very funny though.
Okay.
And
he's also a grandpa.
He's also 92, just turned 92, and he is losing some of his memories, but he still knows who everyone is, so that's nice. He's just forgetting things. It's actually great.
Yeah.
Like, he's not as he's never asking me about my career anymore, which is awesome. I never have to deal with that question anymore. It used to be a question, and now he keeps forgetting about it. Mostly he just cracks jokes. It's awesome.
Oh, cute. Are you actually no, goodbye.
No, I'm not hooking up with my grandfather. He loves my grandmother, and they're both still alive. Let them have their love. Jeez, home wrecker.
It's me. I'm David Lindhagen.
You are David Lindhagen.
Listen,
this is the longest episode ever.
Is it?
I don't know. I feel like we've gone on so many weird rabbit trails.
I just love this movie. I hope it's not terrible.
I would definitely not want to be with Emily, Julianne Moore's character, even though she is the beautiful, beautiful Julianne Moore.
She's the perfect combination of sexy and cute.
She really is. Although
I love that.
And
that's
Julianne
such a
Moore,
good.
She really is the perfect combination of sexy and cute. She's like 75% sexy and then 25% cute.
I know, exactly. Yep.
She has she's more sexy than she is cute, but she's still cute.
I know. It's because like her face is like,
And no, her personality, she always plays characters that are like really straightforward. And I've always liked that.
Yeah, I like that. I really like her on Still Alice.
I've never seen that.
Dude, it's a fucking like you'll cry like a fucking baby, but it's great. It's a great movie. Well, she's a cunt in this movie, and I'm never on her side.
I understand why she's saying all the things she's saying, but I feel like it's really hurtful.
Her delivery is just hurtful for no reason.
Yeah.
And that bothers me because I love Steve Carell the way I hope my husband loves me one day.
Wow. That's a lot of love because I know how much I love Steve Carell.
I love Steve Carell. Like, I have been saying, you can like, if you like look through my social media, there's probably over 30 tweets where I'm like, Steve Carell is the sexiest man alive. Quote me.
Wait, so I might watched... be
14, and I'm saying that.
But you've never watched The Office?
I never watched The Office.
How can you love Steve Carell and not even know Steve Carell?
I never watched The Office. I mean, why did I watch The Office? Because I'm crazy about, okay, it's not a great excuse, but like, this is my reasoning. I love sitcoms. I'm going to have a sitcom one day. It's my dream and my purpose in life to make sitcoms. And I'm very anal about sitcoms. Like, I watch one and I study it and I like pause and I go back and I pause. So I'm only watching one at a time.
Okay.
So I never got to The Office because I was watching something else, but I was always really excited to get to The Office. Well, and then he was out of The Office and I was like, fuck. So
you don't have to watch those seasons. Just watch the first, is it 6 or 7?
Watch the entire off after I'm done with
watch the entire thing. It's good to see because then you know that the show really needed him. I mean, not that it's not good the last 2 seasons. It's just
I love him. I love all of his movies. Have you seen Dan in Real Life?
No, I've never seen that.
It's really fucking good. It's a rom-com.
It's a rom-com.
The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Ugh.
I mean, I love 40-Year-Old Virgin. I like him in he does the Evan Almighty, Date Night with Tina Fey, Dinner for Schmucks. We're skipping a lot of Carell. I guess we'll end on Ryan.
Okay.
But what else? Oh, but you have to watch it because it's like there's so many moments in The Office you can tell that he's making the cast laugh and they have to like catch themselves. Like,
I love when that happens when they come out. See, the only thing I have issues with Steve Carell, I'm going to talk about when we discuss the boyfriend pics, and I don't want to ruin that segment, so I'm not going to say anything. But I love that. And I really thought it was funny how he moved into like a shitty apartment in like a day. And you don't understand how much my brain was exploding when I was watching this movie, because when he moves into the apartment and then the little girl is dancing, this song that she's dancing to is it's Burnham song, and Burnham, like Bo Burnham, but just Burnham, is a boy band that nobody knows about, but I was obsessed with them.
Everything about this movie has a very secret and intricate moment attachment to her life.
I know, so I have a lot of feelings. So I was like singing the song because it's automatic. That's the song. And I was like, oh my God, I remember this song, Burnham, that I thought were related to Bo Burnham, but weren't. But anyway, also love Bo Burnham. Yeah, let's talk about Ryan.
All right, so I don't think I would probably not get with Steve Carell in this movie. Or are we talking about him last? I don't know.
We're doing Ryan. We need to talk Ryan. You haven't talked Ryan.
Ryan, Jacob is the name of the character.
Jacob. Mad game. Like, I wish.
I've seen this game.
I've never seen it in real life. I've never seen this in real life.
I've seen a lot of this game. I'm not a fan of the game.
I want to hang out in real life so I can see that, except apparently you've seen this game, so you know where to be to see this game, and I want to see it too.
But you don't go out. Like, when I was your age, what I was doing was getting plastered on the weekends and like going out and making out with strangers. Like, that was my thing. It was like,
I'm busy trying to have a career.
You're busy having a career. So I've had a lot of experience with like that. And I know the game, and the game is BS.
I think he's a fantastic player. I loved all, like, he's a good, like, I was like, I'm like, okay, like, you've thought this through. This
good. No, any guy who like basically has a script for their pickup lines, it's like, yo, this guy's such a loser. Like, even if it is working, it's like the people it's working with, it's like, you're not, like, I can tell like immediately he's not looking for anything. You're just looking for sex, which is fine. But the people it's working with are people who either just want to have sex, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But that's not Hannah. That's why he can't get with her, because she's not looking for that.
Yeah, but that's what he was looking for the anyway. He has great burns. I love when he calls the eye bags Hugh Hefner's ballsack. That's a really good burn.
Yeah, that's true.
And when he's like, "Oh my god, are you Steve Jobs?" Because he's wearing
Yeah, New Balance sneakers are the ultimate dad sneaker. My dad owns New Balances.
I think my dad only wears Converse.
That's funny.
Dude, my dad's weird. Like both my parents are weird. Anyway, they're artists. Yeah. I was watching this and I remember when I watched it with my mom, one of the billion times we've watched this, I remember telling her that I thought that Ryan Gosling's performance was so good. And she was like, Steve Carell is way better. And I'm like, and I didn't see it back then. And now I'm like, I agree. But Ryan Gosling's performance is underrated. Like, he's so good.
He's really good
on this movie.
But
he's
Steve
really
Carell is
fucking
better.
good.
He is very
but
good.
Steve Carell is a better character. It's not, and he's the lead, so like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like the facial expressions, even when he's wearing like glasses, he's so good at like the body language, and I think he did a great job.
I like him. Because you had said earlier you think like he's really smart, and I just feel like he's this guy that like he lost the parent, and that's why he has all the money, right? And it's like clearly you're afraid of getting close to people because you've been in love, you love your parents and you're afraid of losing people again, and it's like that kind of game. And so that's why you have these like, I make you tell me who you are, and you have to be interesting, and like you put all the pressure on the woman, and that way you can always have control of the situation. And to me, that seems like a really unfortunate person to be around. Like, because in the movie he totally changes his thing, but in reality that guy doesn't change when you get him to start dating you. He's still trying to control you.
See, I was shocked, like, because I want to see this. I don't want it to happen to me, but I want it to happen to somebody next to me so I can see it. Be like, entertain me. Like, what? People are that's insane. That's insane. Nobody should be like that.
Some people are like that.
He's a great friend though, which I thought was surprising. I like that he like decided to like help this random guy.
He is and he isn't. Like, there's like a whole week where he ignores Steve Carell's phone calls because he's with his daughter.
I love this movie. I want to watch it again.
Yeah, I do want to watch it again. I like Cal. I think Cal's probably, Steve Carell's character is probably the most like normal person in the actual movie.
Is that your pick? Is that what you're saying?
Are we doing this? Are we saying our picks?
I think we should.
I think we should too. We've debated this. We've gone over them all.
I mean, we know.
I think, yeah, I would say, it's definitely between Cal and Liz. Because also I think Liz is super normal and cool and we could hang. But Cal, like, I get the kind of guy he is. He's a really loyal husband. That's why her cheating on him and even having a problem in the first place blows his mind, because in his mind, if I felt something wrong in the relationship, I would say it. And she'd obviously had a long period of time where she wasn't saying what was wrong. And then that's why she had an affair, maybe. But that's why I like Cal. I think he seems like a really straightforward dude. He'd be upfront with you about how he's feeling. He takes care of his family. He's a stand-up guy.
He really is. Stable, unemployed adult.
Can you believe that he hadn't been with any other woman but his wife for all that time?
Love that.
And then when they break up, he like gets together with like 9 or 10 women. Way to go, bud. It's also pretty impressive because it's like, how many months have passed? It seems like maybe 3 or 4.
The movie takes place in a year.
Oh, it's a whole year?
It's a year. Yeah.
In a year, 10 women? That's impressive. Because it's like he definitely didn't get women the first month. So it's like so really we're talking about like 10 or 11 months. You're getting a babe a month. Not bad.
That's Steve Carell.
Good job, Steve.
So that's your boyfriend, Steve.
Or Liz. Liz is my girlfriend.
Or Liz.
I could see Liz and I being together, and we like host like dinner parties, and like she's the funny one and I'm like really reserved. I get to be like quiet.
You would hate that. You wouldn't be
quiet. I love it.
She's so funny. I want Liz to be my friend. I also always have a really hard time like picking a girl because I'm like, I can't see myself dating a girl ever, but we're progressive on this show. So
I like to do it because I'm with a man and it's fun to like be like, if I was in a relationship with a woman, how would it look? What would we wear? That's also the first thing I think. What would we wear? How would we what would our kitchen look like?
But you don't wear cute outfits. Like you're not like an outfitty person.
Yeah, but it's more like how would I dress and how would she dress? Because it's like we would have different styles and what would they look like? Okay. Or will we dress the same? Sometimes that happens. That's how Derek and I are. We started dressing the same. Can't stop.
You dress the same. It's really funny.
I know.
My boyfriend would have been Steve Carell until last night when I couldn't go to bed and I was thinking about this and I wrote some notes. My boyfriend pick is Ryan Gosling, and here's why. He doesn't let one person run his life. The fact that Steve Carell, as much as I love Kyle, I love him, he meets this random guy that he knows nothing of at a bar, and he just lets him run his life for him. That's crazy. Like, just gives him his credit card. No. I think he knows Ryan Gosling knows what he wants, and he goes for it, which I respect. And he immediately acknowledges that he changes, and I respect that too. I also really like the moment where they're lying awake in bed and he you can see him like thinking. This is like really good acting. Like you can see him thinking and he says, ask me something personal. Like I really like that. I like that a lot. And he pushes Emma to call Steve Carell, which I love. And he also sucker punches David Lindhagen.
I forgot about that. He does do that. And it's like, I love that. I love that. He's like, you're David Lindhagen?
Boom. And he like doesn't even question it. He goes straight for that has to be the greatest scene of all time.
He has like mad Italian New Yorker kind of vibes in this movie too. Because he's got like the little chain and like the way he cuts his hair and the clothes he wears.
That is the best scene in the entire movie when Julianne Moore's like, Kyle, and then fucking kid is like, Jessica, and then Bernie, and they're all screaming each other's names and they're like fighting.
David Lindhagen.
The cop says, keep it in the family, and then Ryan Gosling starts laughing. That was iconic.
That's very funny.
I also love how he is with the kids.
He's great with the kids.
You can tell he's great with the kids. Which tells me all I need to know about him.
It's also about those babies. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oof. Dude, I asked the doctor, you can get a six-pack after having a birth.
That's good.
Yeah, because you said we couldn't on the New Moon episode that I was listening to today.
Did I say we couldn't get a six-pack? Or did I say if you have a six-pack when you have a baby that it could break your six-pack in half and then it would hurt? No. You mean after you can get a six-pack after you get a what's it called? A C-section?
Yep.
No yes, you way. Can. That sounds awful though. Yep.
That you can get it? That's better than not being able.
What is the muscle doing after? How's it heal back together? That's weird.
You want me to ask my doctor friend to send me a whole explanation?
Yeah, I'd like a detailed bullet, and actually things in bold that I really need to know.
Yeah, I'll ask him.
Thank you.
Solid.
Thank you. I would have prefer some kind of like PowerPoint presentation.
See, when we were gonna record today, I thought that either like when we decided to do this episode, I was like, Sam is gonna pick David Lindhagen or Ryan Gosling, and I'm gonna pick Steve Carell.
And then I didn't pick Jalen Hagen.
And then I didn't pick Steve Carell.
And I picked Steve Carell.
I know.
Liz.
And Liz, I want Liz to be my friend because I don't know if I could be friends with Emma because I am her. Like, we're the same person.
You could be friends with her.
I think I'm gonna be friends with Emma in real life at some point. Like, if she doesn't want to be friends with me, it's gonna be really upsetting because I'm like, what do you mean? You've been my friend in my head forever. You have no choice.
I'll like be sure to isolate this clip and send it to Emma Stone.
You can send the same clip to Zendaya. So I keep thinking that, like, no, I'm dead serious. In my head, the girl gang is Zendaya, Hailey Steinfeld, and me. It's like United Colors of Benetton.
Wow. That's an interesting group.
Put her in. That's...
He's like, I need more diversity. I'll still add
Aquafina. No, I can get Lana Condor.
I don't know who
from
that is.
To All the Boys.
Which one's that?
To All the Boys I Love You For, Lana Condor.
Who's she?
Lara Jean.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the races. Represented.
That's a big age group too, because the one girl is like, how old is Lana Condor?
Lana Condor is my age.
Okay.
She's my age.
Gosh, like, I know she plays a freaking 17-year-old. How am I supposed to know how old she is?
I don't know. Zendaya keeps playing 17-year-olds. She's 23. Mm-hmm. And now Zendaya's now playing a grown-ass woman in Malcolm and Marie, and people are feeling some type of way.
It's hard to deal with that.
I don't know why. I'm happy to see grown-up Zendaya. She did kiss Zac Efron on The Greatest Showman, and I
had to watch that movie.
I can't believe you haven't seen it.
I don't know. All right.
I need to watch it and call me.
We picked our dates.
This is boyfriend material.
This is boyfriend material. Follow Gaby at Hey Gaby Mendez.
And follow Sam at Best Sam Lopez. And follow us both at BF Material Pod.
Yes.
Please.
And like and subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe. Send this to your friends.
Tell everyone you know.
Play it on loop.
Yes. And leave us a comment. Let us know if there's any specific topics you'd like us to pick boyfriends from.
I would love that. Let us know if you care about Succession, because I would love to rewatch Succession.
I might watch.
I have an excuse to do so because it's really good. And I me and cousin Greg, that's my guy. But anyway, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you.
If you're single, yeah, I'll see you on Tuesday. But if you're single and you're sad, don't, please. It's dumb. Samantha's like not single, and she hasn't been single for like half her life, and
that's not true.
Her days, so
I was single up until this point. I mean, until like I met Derek, so like 5 years ago.
She's basically married, and she's also doing nothing, so don't feel sad.
I mean, Valentine's Day is overrated. Like, you get someone, like a little extra chocolate or the kind of alcohol they like, and have a good, roll around in the hay.
Okay. So like a Thursday.
Yeah, like a Thursday. A really good, but a good Thursday. Happy Valentine's Day.
Goodbye.
Bye.